Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Evolvepreneur Secrets Show for entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Brian Silverthorne, and it's my mission to help entrepreneurs make the difference they want in their business and to help them get through the sometimes messy worlds of startup and growth or relaunch. And today we're going to dig deep with our guest and get you some great concepts and strategies to fast track your business. And our special guest today is Michal Stawicki. And Michal is a business coach and a best-selling author. Welcome to the show, Michal.
Thank you for having me, Brian. It's an honor.
So where are you hanging out today?
Uh, I'm speaking from Poland, where I'm located near Warsaw.
Oh, okay. So we're a ways apart in geography, but I guess the good old technology brings us together. So we're going to get started on a list of questions here. We're going to get through them in 10 minutes or so. And the first one is what caused you to get into this particular business?
Oh, come on. The whole journey. First of all, I think no, I was a miserable corporate cog, and that was the first thing that got me. Because, yes, I had a comfortable life. I was making two average salaries, but I was the only provider, so that was about enough to get living by. But I just felt I need more, and one thing moved to another. So I started looking, digging. I discovered my uh, childhood dream of, or rather, rediscovered of being a writer. Started doing that. Then doubled with coaching, habit coaching. Then started advertising books for other authors because I wanted to be my own boss. I quit my corporate job last month.
Oh, wow.
And yeah. So, and recently in January, I finished coaching course, and that was really life changing. And since then, I was have been coaching entrepreneurs, and this is really something I want to make my career.
Oh, well, congratulations. That's a big jump from the corporate world to the world of entrepreneurship, but lots of folks do it, so that's a good thing. So who is your ideal client?
When it comes to business coaching, it's online entrepreneur, uh, especially the kind of who is in isolation. So I know, like from my own experience, uh, when you are not in a mastermind, you don't have any accountability set up, then it's like triple, double, or quadruple hard to move forward because you don't have this feedback, you don't know your blind spots, and uh, and it's so easy to help those folks because like they just don't know what they don't know, and when you point out, it's like magic overnight, or well, in a few months they can fix their business. It's amazing.
No, good, good. So what's the main problem that you solve for your clients?
Yeah, I think the main problem is really isolation because it's not like I'm doing any great magic. I had a feedback, when was that? Like last Wednesday, I was talking with my coach, and he said to me, well, like I feel like the most value I'm getting is just from talking out what I have in mind. And well, I not coached only him, but several people, and that's the recurring theme. Like I just create a space so they can speak, they can listen to themselves, and then hear what they are saying. Here they sometimes bullshit excuses, sometimes great ideas which they didn't follow up, and no, why didn't I? Why, that's a great idea. So like I see the number one obstacle for my customers is that they don't pause and reflect. And because we are social creatures, it's so much easier to do that in social setup, one on one.
Absolutely. So you give them a safe and comfortable spot to kind of verbally vent and think about their prospects and their ideas, huh?
Exactly, and that's magic how much that helps.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
people who don't manage their time, don't manage their finances, and have other problems, and they talk through it, and they are able to fix their problems like that, and they are doing that on their own terms, really, because uh, yes, I'm mentoring a bit, but really most of the time I'm just listening to them and sometimes drilling deeper. Uh, that's all. They have all the answers to their problems, and this is exactly what I discovered in my coaching course. A lot of answers to my problems, and my mastermind partners, accountability partners. They told me, okay, in those 3 months, you changed the most in the last 5 years. They know me
Interesting.
so long. They could tell that, yeah, because I was also able to create the space, articulate my thoughts.
Yeah, interesting. That's great. So we got about 5 minutes left. So when you start working with your clients, what are the most common mistakes that you discover they're making?
Oh, I brushed it in the previous answer. It's like not managing your time properly, not managing your finances properly, like the two most common and most fatal. And the third would be lack of clarity. Like I could do this or that, the shiny object syndrome. And
Okay.
this is
Yeah.
like this triangle that kills 95% of businesses.
So uh, finances, clarity, and what was the third?
Time management.
Time management. Got it. That makes perfect sense. So if someone was considering to reach out to you for some help, what's one thing that they could do on their own right now that would get them started?
But do you mean reaching out to me or working
Well,
on
if
their
they're
problems?
if they're listening to this podcast and they're thinking about reaching out to you for help, what's one thing that they could get started on their own that would help them?
I would say on their own, it's so freaking hard. They should look for someone to help, a mastermind, an accountability partner, even a friend who they can talk to like a peer, not someone down on them or they up to someone, but like a peer who won't criticize and but will support them. And like my mentor loves to say this saying all the time: isolation is the enemy of excellence. So get and isolate. Like there is so much online groups free available, and you can find there accountability partners, or you can organize your own mastermind and get out of just your head, uh, and the magic happens then when you are with others.
Great. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So, where can people find you? What's the best way to contact you?
The best way to contact me is to send me email and Michal at expandbeyondyourself.com. So expandbeyondyourself.com is my website/blog, my foothold on the internet. But if you just put my name into Google, it's so fun to be a Polish guy in the English speaking space because I'm all over the place. Medium, Quora, Amazon, they will find me very quickly.
Okay, that sounds good. That's easy enough. So, we got a couple of minutes left and a couple of questions. So, since all entrepreneurs have challenges, even those that are making the big dollars, are there any particular challenges in your business that need to be addressed?
I have the exact same problems as my customers, and I'm working hard on getting coach so I can get out of my own head and see my problems from the outside. Uh, and it's on my own. It's really hard. Yeah, I have from time to time journaling and some minor enlightenment, but coaching moves me forward so much faster.
Yeah, it is. It's good to have somebody to talk to that's got as much interest in you being successful as themselves being successful. So, any final thoughts for our listeners?
Well, my own motto is progress is my duty. Like I'm all about growing personally and my business and in life. This is really what kept me so miserable in my day job, that I wasn't growing, and I felt I could have done so much better. So I encourage every listening to this show to keep growing and never give up, because is the there is no guarantee of success, but there is a guarantee of failure if you stop trying.
That's excellent words. That's a good way to end this. So that's another wrap of a great guest podcast of the Evolvepreneur Secrets Show for entrepreneurs. And just before you leave, if you liked it, please give us a 5-star rating and maybe share it with a couple of friends. And if you want to make sure that you catch up with all the back shows and be informed about all the new shows that are coming up, go to evolvepreneursecrets.show. And if you're an entrepreneur and you got a great idea, let's get started on it today.